Hold on to your hats, NFL fans, because the New York Giants just shook things up. Jameis Winston is coming to the Big Apple. That's right, the former #1 pick and one-time Pro Bowler is taking his talents to MetLife Stadium. The Giants inked Winston to a 2-year deal, adding a veteran presence to their quarterback room. Now let's be clear, this doesn't necessarily mean Winston is the long-term answer in New York, but it shows the Giants are serious about addressing their quarterback situation. This move has sent shockwaves through the league, and for good reason. Winston is a proven commodity with a cannon for an arm. He's had his ups and downs, sure, but there's no denying his talent. The Giants are hoping he can recapture the magic that made him a Heisman Trophy winner and a Pro Bowl selection. The question now is, what does this mean for Daniel Jones? The Giants' incumbent starter is entering the final year of his contract. Will Winston push him for the starting job, or are the Giants looking at Winston as a high-priced backup? Only time will tell. One thing's for certain, the Giants' quarterback situation just got a whole lot more interesting. The Giants' decision to sign Winston has left many analysts scratching their heads. Some see it as a shrewd move, a low-risk, high-reward gamble on a talented quarterback with something to prove. Others view it as a desperate attempt to salvage a floundering franchise. The truth as always lies somewhere in between. Winston is undoubtedly a talented quarterback. He has a rocket arm and the ability to make every throw in the playbook, but he's also prone to mistakes, often throwing interceptions in bunches. The Giants are hoping that a change of scenery, combined with a strong supporting cast, will help Winston live up to his potential. They're banking on his upside, believing that his talent is worth the risk. However, this move could also backfire spectacularly. If Winston continues to struggle with turnovers, it could derail the Giants' season before it even begins. The pressure is on Winston to prove his doubters wrong and show that he can be a franchise quarterback in the NFL. Now let's shift gears and talk about the 2025 NFL Draft, specifically the quarterback class. It's shaping up to be an intriguing group of signal callers, with several potential franchise quarterbacks waiting in the wings. At the top of the list is Heisman Trophy winner Caleb Williams, a generational talent out of the University of Southern California. Williams has drawn comparisons to Patrick Mahomes for his arm talent, athleticism, and playmaking ability. He's the consensus #1 pick and a lock to be a top 5 selection. Another name to watch is Drake Maye, the strong-armed quarterback from the University of North Carolina. Maye possesses a rare combination of size, arm strength, and accuracy. He's a prototypical pocket passer with the potential to develop into a star at the next level. Don't sleep on Quinn Ewers, the highly touted prospect from the University of Texas. Ewers has all the tools to succeed in the NFL: a strong arm, good mobility, and the ability to make plays outside the pocket. These are just a few of the talented quarterbacks who could hear their names called early in the 2025 NFL Draft. The quarterback carousel is in full swing, and several teams will be looking to draft their franchise signal caller of the future. So how does Jameis Winston signing with the New York Giants impact the Chicago Bears' 2025 NFL Draft plans? Well, it's all about the quarterback position. The Bears, like many teams, are in desperate need of a franchise quarterback. They've been stuck in quarterback purgatory for what seems like an eternity, trotting out a revolving door of mediocre signal callers. But with a potentially franchise-altering quarterback class on the horizon, the Bears have a chance to finally address their biggest weakness. Winston's arrival in New York could have a ripple effect on the entire draft order. If the Giants are content with Winston as their starter, they'll likely focus on other needs in the draft. This means that a top quarterback prospect could fall to the Bears, who currently hold a high draft pick. The Bears could also benefit from a potential trade frenzy. If a team lower in the draft falls in love with a quarterback, they might be willing to pay a king's ransom to move up and grab their guy. The Bears, holding a valuable draft pick, could be in a prime position to trade down and acquire a haul of future draft capital. Jameis Winston's move to the Big Apple has the potential to set off a chain reaction on draft day, with ramifications for teams across the league. The New York Giants, with their quarterback situation seemingly solidified, may be less inclined to spend a high draft pick on a signal caller. This could lead to a scenario where a top quarterback prospect, someone like Caleb Williams or Drake Maye, falls further down the draft board than initially projected. Teams in need of a quarterback like the Chicago Bears could find themselves in an enviable position with a shot at landing a franchise-altering talent. Of course, this is all speculation. The draft is a fluid event and anything can happen. But one thing's for sure, Jameis Winston's arrival in New York has added another layer of intrigue to an already fascinating draft season. The quarterback carousel is spinning, and the Chicago Bears, along with several other teams, will be watching closely, hoping to land their franchise quarterback of the future. Buckle up, folks, because the 2025 NFL Draft is shaping up to be one for the ages.